Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to Dr Asmalia. So we are going to present about the managing construction projects towards sustainability. I am Muhammad Hazwan Aqif with my group members Muhammad Ashrof Arifuddin, Muhamad Faiz, Syed Nabil Imran and Abdul Muhaimin.
Let's start with the introduction. First of all, according to Charles Kibbett's first definition of sustainable construction was proposed at the first Sustainable Construction Conference held in Tampa, 1994. Good build-outs surroundings based on ecological and resource-efficient concepts. Bordeaux, 1999, p. 41. Sustainable construction aims to reduce the use of resources and pollution detrimental to environmental and health during its processes and goods in their operational lives, and provides consumers with appropriate knowledge for their own decision-making. Huovilla and Richter, 1997, quoted from Huovilla, 1998-7. Construction professionals must be able to change their actions in discovering new territories and eager to adopt new goods, concepts and activities to increase the consideration of sustainability. Offerial, 2000. Next, we want to explain the challenges in managing construction activities in relation with sustainability. 2.1 Construction material and cost. The high cost of materials of sustainability, such as materials cost for green construction, is challenges for the project manager or contractor in terms of finance. The cost of capital for green projects varies from 1 to 25% higher. The increased costs are due to the complexity of the design and the cost of modeling required integrating green practices into projects. Next, mostly the stakeholders in Malaysia are unfamiliar with the sustainability. 2 reasons suggested by Hwang and Tan, 2012, are insufficient knowledge or technical expertise and unfamiliarity with the products, materials, system, or design. Apart from that, a project manager has to deliver the project with the required performance specified by the client, and unfamiliarity with the performance of sustainability materials such as waste material may affect the performance outcome.
I will explain about the challenges on construction method and technology towards sustainability. For construction method, generally is conventional method, and for new construction technology is the industrialized building system. We will discuss the challenges of sustainability during the construction process. First is technical difficulty during the construction process. Green technologies require complicated techniques and construction processes. If complexities are not addressed well, then it may affect the project manager's performance. One of the main challenges in green building should be the technical difficulties experienced during the construction process. Next is unfamiliarity with green technologies. Many studies have verified that green technologies pose certain obstacles for developers, clients and contractors. Many contractors or clients have insufficient knowledge or technical expertise and unfamiliarity with the products, materials, system, or design. The main challenge is that green technologies are usually more complicated and are different from conventional technologies. A project manager has to deliver the project with the required performances specified by the client, and unfamiliarity with the performance of green technologies may affect the performance outcome. One of the green technologies exist is the Industrialized Building System (IBS). It has been an issue for contractor who is not familiar with IBS that gives challenges to complete the project. Next is labor-related challenges. In the category of labor-related challenges, workers' resistance to changing their traditional practices was the most critical challenge faced by project managers. Although the project managers may not directly deal with the workers on site, their work plays a significant role in the success of the project. If the workers lack the necessary technical skills or are unaware of the correct procedures, they may have a negative impact on achieving project success. Next are challenges in changes in working environment procedures. First are the communications. To prepare and build sustainability and development solutions, people need to express themselves internally and externally through the use of effective communication modes. Ability to communicate leadership is the basic skill that a project manager must have in order to be effective and to communicate effectively on sustainability. Application of communication in sustainable development cannot be achieved due to the characteristics of current media and message design. The practices adopted for the application and the finding of ways of assessing the impact. Lack of internal communication within an organization. It would be hard to implement the changes with respect to making the construction sustainable. Next, poor communication during projects affects the schedule, the cost, the safety of workers and the project quality. Communication is the role that the project manager can use in the sustainable integration of costs, scope and time for delivering a quality product, and therefore can be seen as the key of this sustainable approach. Next is leadership. In the construction industry, leadership is critical and a key factor for success in the pursuit of sustainability. Sustainability leaders, however, face a range of obstacles in seeking to convince their companies to implement sustainable building practices. The lack of a full understanding of what sustainability means for the business because of the main knowledge gaps is a significant challenge for organizational leaders. Other defined obstacles are contractual requirements, management support, client requirements, misunderstanding what sustainability entails, legislation and regulation, organization size, higher cost of investment, or perception that sustainability is more costly. Also, lack of skills and lack of experience, as the method that is used is different and not all workers or employees are familiar with it. Lastly is the motivation. In the case of the changes in the working environment procedure, will, of course, gives an effect to its motivation. The surrounding or the work environment may be changed to a more understanding of various factors that influence workers' motivation or those who are involved. The changes in terms of the schedule pressure also lead the workers to lose the motivation towards their work. It is indicated that while a moderate degree of schedule pressure may help to increase productivity, no matter how different and many other changes happen due to remaining the sustainability construction procedure, it is important of how the whole team handles each other and is responsible to others. Hi and Assalamualaikum. Today this video will present about the role of construction stakeholder towards sustainability. For the first slide is about general of the role of construction stakeholder towards sustainability. Engagement of stakeholders is increasingly a part of practice of building project to deliver the best project result. It is a critical component in the construction industry and it should occur before an engagement plan is formulated. It is common for the stakeholder to have their own interest in the project. This is caused by different conflict and the complexity of the situation dramatically increase. Global warming change are now putting the rest of the world in danger. High temperature are usually driven by the increasing of carbon footprint. Starting 2019 we can see that based on the statistic by Green Tech Malaysia. 2019, there is reduction on the carbon footprint. Then for next slide we'll explain about developer towards sustainability. Sustainable construction offer a lighter footprint worldwide and green policy, strategy, material and technology are contributing to the future. For the developer towards sustainability have 4 sections which firstly, documentation for sustainability certification. For this section, The developer will create a document detailing any third-party sustainability certification requirements or any incentives being pursued, and sharing the document with all project participants. Then the next section is decision makers, and for this section is each construction stakeholder has a power of influence to enhance the sustainability outcome. Some are considered more powerful than others and will have a greater effect on the end result. The third section is managing and organizing project team during design process. For this section it's explain, when designing a green building, by using PDCA cycle it requires a series of tasks to be identified, understood, allocated around the team, organized and properly incorporated into the design team process. Managing the design process, developer are expected to explain the priorities and goals. The last section is communication, and for this section it's explain. Nature of the building process involves clear coordination in the process of assigning all the specifications and allowing consideration of all potential key issue. For this slide it showed that the advantage of sustainability construction, which was stated by Aberdeen and Diana in 2013. Next, for this slide it will explain about consultant towards sustainability. Construction consultant mean a individual or company appointed to inspect the progress of construction improvement and design compliance with the plans and specification, the budget and the project schedule, and to perform such other acts and duties as may be required by the term of agreement. As a sustainability consultant, they play a crucial role in a traditional project process, developing and sustaining the first phase of the project from implementation to commissioning, through close collaboration with other project stakeholders. In a construction project, consultant main role is to enable the project team to develop great building with new features that give benefit both the final occupant. Beside, the most important role of consultant is providing the information and suggestion on the environment effective construction activities. At the same time, as advice for client to advise on alternative construction method and plans on the project, sustainability may be provided from contractor and supplier in the feasibility study. They also should be excellent with creativity and possessing problem-solving skills to help consultants to think outside of the box and spread the idea of sustainability. Lastly, for this video is about contractor towards sustainability. In the construction industry, the contractor responsibility is to carry out the works required to complete the project. Contractor roles and responsibility may differ from one project to another, but contractor roles and responsibility are almost similar. Next, the contractor acts as project management, and the contractor roles are to manage the budget for completing the construction activities for does not exceed the limit of the amount set out in their contract. The contractor also acts as project monitoring. It also needs to practice as economic construction techniques for change according to the current issue happen, such as nowadays government planning to implement sustainable construction. And that's all for this video. Thank you very much to our lovely lecturer, and Assalamualaikum. Next, role of construction stakeholders towards sustainability are consultants. Consultant in construction means a person or firm appointed to time to inspect the progress of the construction of the improvements and the conformity of construction with the plans and specifications, the budget and the project schedule. Consultant main role is to enable the project team to develop great buildings with new features that give benefit both the final occupants as well as owners. Consultant also has a role to immense project management skills to preserve the sustainability quotient during the project without losing the fire from the drawing board to the building inception. Providing the information and suggestion on the environmental effects of construction activities and various materials. Consultants also advises client on alternative construction methods and plans on the project's sustainability. Consultant also need problem-solving skills to enable consultant think outside the box and spread the idea of sustainability. Next are suppliers. The figure explains about the suppliers' relationship in construction. It shows the interaction among suppliers, contractors and designers in constructions. Suppliers can improve their stakeholders in sustainable construction by influencing purchasing decisions and enhancing their relationship with contractors and designers. They need to actively seek out development ideas from contractor and designers and develop their marketing capabilities to overcome barriers that hinder the sustainable potential of the supplier. Suppliers have great experience, knowledge of their field, so they are capable of developing design and suggesting alternative solutions that could yield significant cost savings. Suppliers can stable markets that the other project sectors because they can maintain research and development (R&D) programs and develop new solutions. Suppliers are therefore considered to be key sources of innovation for the construction industry. Next is construction workers' role. Addressing communication and education by the contractor is an important factor need to be taken seriously because they are dealing with a foreigner construction worker where they need to have a good communication. The person in charge as a leader on site needs to assist the construction workers in terms of safety regulation and any requirement to achieve green building and to reduce the amount of carbon emission on site. All the 5 primary functions of management need to be used, such as planning, organizing, commanding, coordinating and controlling the staff. Lastly is the authorities' role. Authorities need to play a key role in achieving the development goals and targets through such as setting and implementing quality policy framework and standards and regulating the discharge of pollutants to the environment. Wastewater management, recycling and reuse. Authorities that are responsible for managing sustainability in Malaysia are the Construction Industry Development Board Malaysia, CIDB. CIDB has established a technical committee to look into developing environmental practice in the construction industry. They have introduced Technical Committee 9 on good environmental practice in construction industry. This committee comprises of environmental experts from government agencies and construction-related associations. Hi, sustainable is one of the aspects we must follow up as we in saving of our green earth to be lovelier environment. So today, we would like to recommend the Managing Construction Project towards Sustainability. So for firstly, the construction materials cost. Waste reduction can be a massive amount towards the cost in the construction industry. The contractor can practice a new way to recycle the waste materials. The waste materials also can be creating for a new product development, such as woods can be used to make furniture, formwork and others. The second is we highly recommended using none or less toxic materials. Toxic materials can affect the air quality and in some cases causes death. These waste materials such in need of spare area in locating the waste materials as its inconvenient materials. Also it is need high environment awareness if using the toxic substantial materials. Construction method and technology. The construction method must be efficiently in terms of passive use of the energy. This design may achieve thermal and visual comfort to the user, such as the ventilation system, landscaping works and building orientation. These design would be lessen the use amount of energy as well, could lessen the electric bills for the buildings. The stakeholder must study this first, in searching the reduction in use of energy. Let's go to the next slide. Changes in working environment procedure. Local authorities introduce policy statements for construction wastes. Until now, there are still no practices to recycle those construction wastes in Malaysia. So the government should encourage supporting of the project to recycle, as can ultimately reduce construction waste. The stakeholder must join together to bear the responsibility in ensuring the cleanliness of the surrounding environment. Furthermore, the government can do environmental awareness programs for new mega projects. The contractor must enhance to do this so. Besides, the individual also responsible for performing the work on site. So it can reduce the negative impact on the environment and make the project more sustainable. In construction industry there is a must for the new innovation for future implementation. So in order to achieve the high level of sustainable construction, the developer or contractor must follow the according of the sustainable triangle. This is the figure of triangle, sustainable triangle, following with environment, economic and social, in searching the high level for sustainable materials. Environmental. This aspect of sustainability involves taking care of our surroundings. Social. Social are all of them should understand towards each other, it does not have to show the interest. Sharing is the key guide to be all together in order achieves the requirements. Economy. All of the aspects must be economy and following these aspects of the sustainability. Next slide is the construction material cost. First we introduced to use bamboo reinforced concrete as a new innovation material. The bamboo is used as scaffolding. Actually, this bamboo is only for small to medium-large projects only. Besides, the limitations of this bamboo used as such instance expansion and construction problems. Hence, it is lightweight materials as this can be easily and quickly handled. While this materials as quickly renewably as can be easy to find the source. Green certified, as the materials in natural green sources. Lastly, this material can be easily as the same techniques to construct with steel reinforced. This is figure of example sustainable materials in the construction industry, as we call bamboo reinforced concrete. Another innovation material is cooling system bricks. It is made of porous ceramic bricks and subsequently arranged in mortar. The brick will absorb water that will cool the air inside the brick. As the air passes through the brick, the available water release stream and brings cold air into the indoor environment through evaporation system. It also helps to user to use the air conditioning as the temperature of the room naturally cooling without the use massive level of air conditioning. This is the example picture of the cooling system bricks. Last but not least, the changes in working environment procedures. The leadership behavior plays important role to make working environment stay more sustainable. This must be ensure the use of the materials have positive impact on the environment. It also ensures the cleanliness of the air quality. Motivation is a must in developing of sustainability in the construction. We can conclude that in the future implementation must be included for the sustainable materials and also for the construction process. In terms of social, environment and economy. All of these aspects must be following in accordance to get high level of sustainable construction.
In conclusion, the construction industry plays an important role in the economic and social development of nations. Generally, empirical evidence shows that the most significant challenges associated with environmental management include an increase in costs, lack of environmental awareness, lack of environmental education and training from both technical and managerial, need for change management, lower supply of green materials and components, poor environmental legislation knowledge, poor communication, and lack of commitment.
So that's all for us. Thank you, Dr. Asmalia.